There's a berry growing wild on my property right now that would cost you $90 a gallon for certain varieties if you tried to buy it. I didn't plant it, I don't fertilize it. All I have to do is walk outside and pick it. And it's one of the most slow living things I do all year. Hi, I'm Amy, and here at Comfy Not Complacent, we're all about finding the cozy balance. Comfort without complacency. I'm one of those people who could never pick a favorite season. There's something to love about all of them. Autumn gives us pumpkins and boots. Winter gives us permission not to move from the couch for months. Spring wakes everything up again. But summer? Summer is a season of long, hot days and gardens exploding with more fresh produce than we could ever eat. And it's the berries that get me most excited. There's nothing tastier than a berry plucked straight off the bush, still warm from the sun. The flavor cannot be reproduced any other way. Picking berries is my favorite intentional, slow living summertime activity, and today I'm going to tell you why. I love growing berries because they're perennials. You plant them once, and they come back year after year. All they really ask of you is a little weeding and trimming, and in return, the branches fill with these little jewels just waiting to be picked. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. They all get eaten the second they're ripe. We eat our fill straight from the plants, and we still can't keep up with them. Not for lack of trying. We gorge ourselves on the tasty treats while they're in season, and whatever we finish goes into the freezer for smoothies and baked goods all year long. But garden berries are just the beginning. We also forage for berries growing wild. Blackberries are easy to come by since they're actually an invasive plant here. They'll take over an entire hillside if you let them, which means free fruit basically everywhere. Huckleberries are a different story. They're native and they're a delicacy. If you tried to buy them, they run you upwards of $90 a gallon. We're lucky enough to have red huckleberries growing wild on our property. They're more common here in the Pacific Northwest coast. If you've heard of huckleberries before, you've probably pictured the evergreen variety, which looks like a tiny, almost purple blueberry. They're so small, it takes about an hour to pick just one quart, but it's completely worth it. By the end of the season, I usually end up with 8 to 10 quarts tucked away in the freezer. Here's the thing about berry picking that makes it feel so different from everything else on my to-do list. There's no rushing it. You're outside. The sun is warming your skin. Birds are chirping around you. And if I'm really lucky, my family wanders out to join me. It's not productive in the hustle culture sense. It doesn't check a box. It's just presence dressed up as a chore. That's slow living to me. Not doing less, doing the things that are actually worth your time, slowly and on purpose. If you've never tried picking your own berries, I highly encourage you to find a farm near you this summer. Or if you're feeling adventurous, forage for wild ones. Just check with an expert first so you know exactly what's safe to eat. Once you try it, I bet it becomes a summer tradition for you too. If this felt like your kind of slow, cozy corner of the internet, subscribe for more and come find the full article and my free unmotivated person starter kit over on Comfy Not Complacent Substack. Until next time, stay cozy and go find yourself some summer berries.